Hello, welcome down to Olney Clifton Fishing Association for our AGM this year in 2021. Now this year has obviously been a little bit different with the COVID regulations, so we are doing exactly as we did last year, and we're having a video AGM today. So what you're going to have in this AGM is a few different things. Firstly, you're going to have a bit of a talk from myself, the club secretary Nathan Flynn, on how the club's fared this year and a few interesting things going forward. We're then going to move on to the club treasurer Damon Flynn, who's going to take us through the accounts for the year, talking about our spending, talking about our income, and giving us a bit of an update on the memberships from last year. Following that, we're going to have an update from Ian Barnes, the match secretary, on exciting matches to come this year, along with a little bit of a review of what happened last year. And finish it up, we're going to have a little bit of an overview of the maintenance that we've done in the last year as well, just to start getting you excited for the new river season. So I hope you enjoy the video. Make sure you like and share it. Make sure you're adding your comments on there as well. Cheers.
Hello and welcome to the Secretary Report with me, Nathan Flynn. The last year has been an absolute whirlwind, as I'm sure you're all fully aware, and for me as a club secretary, it's been no different. Over the last year, we've seen an absolutely huge increase in our social media following. Just to give you some of the stats that we've had recently, Facebook, we're now approaching nearly 700 followers, which for a small club like us is absolutely phenomenal. I remember setting the Facebook group up probably about 2 years ago now, and we were aiming for 50 people to follow, and we were really excited when we broke that. And as I said, now we're nearly at 700, which really shows the passion of the local community and the people that want to see what's coming out of our waters and what we're doing, which is brilliant. Other things that we've had in terms of the social media side of things are the website as well. Our website has seen so many hits from all over the world. We get people from China, from America, from India, you name it. We're having people having a look at our waters. We're having people leave comments. We're having people send emails. All of these interactions are really, really great to see. So on the social media side of things are looking great. Also, as you probably found out from this video, we are launching our YouTube channel, which is a really exciting prospect. You'll see on the YouTube channel already that we've got a few videos on there, some of the ones that we filmed last year, which were all related to our land and the waters that we have, and a little bit of an introduction to those. The whole idea of the YouTube channel isn't just to promote the club, it's just so we can show you what we've got. We've got over 4 miles of river, which so many people, even if you've lived in Olney all your life, so many people don't actually realise the places that we can fish and that the swims and the pegs that we can access. So the whole idea of the YouTube channel is that we can show you that. We want to be able to do walkthroughs of different sections so you can get to grips with them, understand the access to these places as well. And also a bit of match content. We run some excellent matches, so we want to show them off. Junior content, everything like that. We want to show as much as we can about what we are doing. So that's the purpose of the YouTube channel. So please do like it, please do subscribe and follow it for some good content coming up. Now, this next point is a very exciting one, and I'm going to be horrible to you all and not give you too much of an insight into what this is all about. However, we are currently in discussions with a club about sharing some waters. It is river, it is not lakes or anything like that, it is river, but it is a very exciting prospect, so please watch this space. It will not affect the price of the membership or anything along those lines, so it should be a really, really exciting prospect. So all I can say at the moment is watch this space, and we'll hopefully have a bit more information for you very soon, definitely before the new river fishing season. So watch this space on that one. Next up, season preview booklet. Those of you that have been with the club for a couple of years now will remember our first edition of this 2 years ago. The season preview booklet is a really exciting, it's almost something to get you excited for the next season, to give you a taste, a bit of a flavour of what's to come. We like producing these booklets because it doesn't show us off, which yes, we want to celebrate our success, but it just gives people that insight into what the club is all about, the culture that we have, and what we try and achieve. So the season preview booklet will be out really soon. It'll be out on social media and on the website and everything, but it should give you that insight into some of the nice waters that we have, some of the hot pegs from last year, some of the charity work that we've done, some of the maintenance that we've done, and a whole host of different things. So make sure you check out the season preview booklet. In terms of more formal AGM processes from my side of things as a secretary, the committee are going to be standing again. So obviously with COVID and what we had last year, we rolled over the committee and we've had to do that again this year. Normally we'd have a formal vote and everything. We like to stick by the history and the processes, but given the situation, it simply is not possible. So the committee are going to be standing again. If you want a reminder of who's on the committee, an up-to-date list, please check out the website. It's all on there. You can see, you can even see our ugly mugs on there with our pictures. So have a look on the website for an up-to-date list of the current committee and the positions that are there. Also on that note, something else that we would have, which is formal and normally would be done at the AGM, we'll put in a proposition for this and then it'll be voted on. However, like we've said, given the situation with COVID, we're unable to do this. There has been a few rule changes. And when I say rules, this isn't anything which would shock you. We did actually bring this out sort of halfway through last season just to bring us into line with the rest of the fishing community. As many of you know, as a club, we're steeped in history and we're really always seemed stuck in our ways for a number of years until more recently. But this is what we're trying to do. We're trying to reinvigorate the club and make sure that we're sticking to what the rest of the fishing community is doing. So in terms of the rules we have, you can see them on your screen. These won't be a surprise to anyone on here, and I'm not going to talk through all of them, but just to highlight a few bits on here. In terms of general conduct rules related to fishing, things on here, things like alcohol consumption. Olney is actually a designated alcohol-free zone, so again, it's just something we need to mention on here. Things like litter, things like noise should all be obviously noted on here. One thing I would draw attention to is things like barbed hooks. I get quite a few messages over Facebook and email, people asking, can they use barbed hooks on our waters? Yes, you can. We don't have a problem with that. However, just be aware fish care is absolutely paramount. Also, with that link to the pleasure fishing, things like landing nets, they are mandatory. You can't go out fishing without a landing net. We all know what fishing's like. We can all dream of catching that monster, and we don't want to lose it, and we don't want to cause any harm to any fish. So landing nets are essential as well. In terms of night fishing, there's a couple of things just to note on here as well. Things like human waste being disposed of appropriately, bivvies only, no camping tents or anything like that. And also the probably the biggest change, which is different to other places, is F right at the bottom, is related to night fishing at Olney Mill. Now this is something which has been requested by the landowner down there. All we want is to know who's fishing at Olney Mill. The landowner in the mill house is a wonderful guy, and his family are really, really close with us and support us really well. So we need to make sure that we're abiding by their rules too, as they own the land. So all we need to know is who's fishing it. That's all. We don't want anyone rocking up and fishing at night down there without knowing. So just ping us an email if you know you're going to be night fishing down there overnight. Ping us an email, let us know, and we'll be able to just check you in almost. So that's the only rule changes that are coming into effect. Other things that we have, membership book is being revamped. Finally, hallelujah. The membership book, I'm sure you're aware, I'm sure not all of you have particularly read it. It is very wordy. It's very much to do with the club constitution, and we hold those values really close. We want to stick with our club constitution. So what we've done is take out all the gobbledygook, which is in the membership book at the moment, which is involved with the club constitution, and we put it on the website. Okay, so all that detail is on the website. What's going to be in the membership book is very much based around the actual fishing rules, the day-to-day things which people need to know if they're going to become members. So that's going to be on the membership book. And we've revamped things like the maps. All the maps have been revamped, redesigned, so we've got more detail on there as well for that. So the membership book should be a nice new thing. And I know it's mentioned at the end of this video, however, the membership books will be going on sale in mid to late May. So look out on the social media and on the website, and we'll make sure that's clear for you how to access and how to get your membership book for next season. Last but not least for me is just a huge, huge thank you. As club secretary, I speak to so many people over email, over messenger, face-to-face, on the phone, everything like that. And it has been an absolute pleasure working with you all. So a massive, massive thank you from me to all of our followers, everyone on the social media side of things, everyone that messages in, everyone that buys a membership, because you are supporting our club. And also a huge thank you to the sponsors. We've been really lucky with some of the sponsors that we've got, and we're looking to secure a couple more for next season as well. So a huge thank you to all of you. Enjoy the rest of the AGM. That's all from me. Thank you.
Flynn, the Olney Clifton Fishing Association Treasurer, with the update for this season's AGM. Well, as we all know, I don't think we're ever going to get a season like that, or we hope we won't anyway. Um, COVID did bad things for us, did good things for us. I think fishing, we were one of the real lucky ones in many respects. One of the few sports that were allowed to basically continue to quite a large degree. And this really showed with our membership. We broke all records. 557 members, of which 442 were paying members, paying over £10,000. That's phenomenal. Will we ever do it again? Probably not. But as a one-off, it's great, and I think all of them would have had a good value this year. So we've got that £10,000 in, plus a few thousand extra, as you can see from the accounts. So what have we done with the money? Well, we've spent a good £5,000 of it on upkeep. If you go down the Goozy, you can see what a massive job has been done there. You look at the Goozy in the winter, that was you couldn't walk across, let alone drive down it. The job that's been done on that car park area is phenomenal. But obviously it costs money, and we've had to spend money on it. Likewise, Laverden Mill, parking across the road in the field, never great. Always a bit of a worry if you're leaving your car there for the day. So we managed to get agreement from the owners at the mill that we could rent some spaces there, and that's been great for the club and well worth the money, I feel. Likewise, one of the things we spent a lot of money on this season was the junior competitions. Now, 2 years ago, they were attracting just 2 children in each match. This season, 20 in each match. Fantastic figures. Now, we spent £500, or just over if you include all the food and drink that we had on the day, but every child that went to that had a great time. The parents couldn't speak highly enough of it. And as I say, if we can get just 10% of our junior membership to become adult members, then we're doing well with all the other things that they can go to nowadays. One of the things that we are very pleased about and very proud about is the fact that we've managed to give some money to charity. Now, we've always had the Royal British Legion, which went ahead this season, and the Willing Hospice, which unfortunately didn't. We've always given money from those 2 matches to those 2 organisations. But this season, we took money from match fees, or peg fees we should call them, from the matches. Unfortunately, we didn't get as many matches as we were expecting due to COVID. But the money we did raise, we gave that to local charities because we appreciate what the local area does for us. Whenever we've asked for help, we've generally got it, and I think we've got a very good standing in the town and a very good relationship with the locals, and we'd like to say thanks. So, which is a good reason to give some money back for worthwhile causes. You can see from the accounts that we didn't take in all our normal money last year. We couldn't get the money in for adverts because let's face it, most places when we were due that money were closed. Likewise, the Crayfish Man couldn't operate. So there's sort of £600-700 that we never took in. Likewise, this year we've just recently had the upkeep of the website. Well, that's not going to happen for another 2 or 3 years. So that's £400. That's a one-off payment as such. The other thing that I will say is I don't think we can look at these accounts as being an annual account as in the old style ever again. Now that most of our payments are made online, you can pay for things all the way through. If you look at February and March, quick adding up, £753 in season tickets. Well, that wasn't for last season. We didn't have a great influx just because there were a few perch going about. That's people paying ready for next season, because we had a bright initiative to say, if you're not a member and you want a few weeks fishing for free, buy a membership for next season. We had over 30 people take it up. Now that's members that we hadn't got, but they're there for next season. So a clear winner. Anything else? No, I think we're spending enough money on getting the club in a good condition with new pegs here, there, and everywhere. But that's going to slow down because we've done a big job, and I think from now on the money isn't going to be spent to the same degree because we've done the work. We put the work in over the last couple of seasons. So as I say, I can just see us going from strength to strength, basically. Thank you very much.
Hi everyone, it's Barney here. I just want to give you a brief overview of the coming season's match calendar. Hopefully we won't have the same problems that we had last year with the COVID and all that sort of stuff. But as a consequence of that, we are going to fish one of last season's matches this season, and that match is the grand final. And we're going to that's going to be rescheduled for the first Saturday of the season. That's the 19th of June. I will contact everybody who's qualified for it in the next few weeks to make sure they all know about it. You all know about it. So that's the first match of the season, I think. We're going to continue with our Wednesday evening point series. Remember, this is for members only. And we're going to do something a little bit different this year. It's not all about who comes first. We're going to have the top 5 point scorers. They are all going to qualify for this season's grand final, which will be fished at the back end of the season. So it's if you're not in the running to come first or second, it's still live for you because you're still trying to qualify for the final in the top 5 places. There will be 4 other qualifiers over the course of the season, a couple of Saturday Opens, a midweek Open and a Sunday club match. So it's a chance for all of you to be able to fish a qualifier match and get into that final. Right, one other thing that we're trying, we haven't done this before, well, I certainly haven't, and we're going to have a team of 4 match. It's all going to be done on weight, and all the pegs will be drawn. So it's not like you can put your specialist bleak angler in a bleak peg and that kind of thing. All the pegs will be drawn. One thing about this match, we're going to dedicate this to Les Wallace. I'm sure a lot of people know Des, and a lot of people are very fond of him. When I look back at our old records of matches that are in the 70s, you'll find Les Wallace's name fishing down Olney. That's 50 years ago. So and Les, is a lovely old boy, and he's very, very much missed. Right. In September, we're going to be fishing our Ron Bull Open, and again, it's going to be a 70 pegger. First prize is guaranteed 500 quid. Plus you get pools money on top of that if you go into pools. Last season it sold out in, I think it was a day and a bit. And if you're a member, you get first dibs, so to speak. You get a day's grace. And then I think 70 tickets, I think in between 50 and 60 of them sold out in the first day, and the remainder went the following morning. So the tickets will go quick, so look out for that. Right, we'll also obviously be having our other matches, our regular Opens and the midweek matches, but we've got a number of other matches to look forward to. Damon and Nathan, they organise a couple of junior matches, and the attendances this season gone, were really good. and if any of you got any kids, you want to fish, everybody gets help. I think the format is they fish for an hour and a half, they get a bit of grub, and then they fish for another hour and a half. And it's a good day. It's a really good day. I think the parents enjoyed it more than as much as the kids. Right, another match I want to tell you about it's called the Ghana Gas 2-Rod Special. It's a 6-hour match, any method, any species, any style, match style, specimen, lure fishing, whatever you like. The pegs it's not like our fish, like a regular fishing match. This is like, if you know the beam field, that'll have 2 pegs in it. The rest of the sewer pipe field, that'll have 3 pegs in it. Down the middle, just have 4 or 5 pegs. Everyone gets like triple pegs, and you can wander up and down that peg wherever you like and fish. And this match is sponsored by Andy Garner, so big thanks to Andy Garner. Right, next one I want to tell you about is the Pike and Perch series. It's 3 matches, fishing for pike and perch, obviously. Any method, again, you can fish for the perch, from maggot to fish baits to lures. And what we've done is, we did it this season, but we only managed to fish 1 match. But we've tweaked it a little bit. Pike count as ×1 and perch count as ×3. So if you catch a £2 perch, it counts as £6. I think Andy Crouch fished it this year, and he had a £2 12 and a 2.5 pounder, and that gave him about £15 of fish, and he was, plus he caught some pike, so he ended up winning that match by a long way. Just get me notes. With doing a bit more work down the river, we've opened up a few more pegs, and this has enabled us to. This goes hand in hand with having more people fishing the matches. The attendances are up, and this also helps with an initiative that we started last season, but unfortunately we only applied to half the matches we would normally because of the matches we had to cancel. But a small amount of money from each angler's peg fee goes into the Olney Clifton Fishing Association charity pot. And what we do is we give, end of the season, we give money to various local charities. We've given money this year to Only Is Kind, the Only Youth Club, Will and Hospice, and the Royal British Legion. So we want to carry on that. We like doing that big time. And the last thing I want to say is, very generously, we have a sponsor for 3 of our matches. I know Ghana Gas has sponsored 1 match, but we have another sponsor for 3 other matches. And this is, the name of the company is Neen Valley Fire and Acoustics. And this is from Dave. He told me not to mention his name, but I'll just have, sorry Dave. And what we've done is we've split the money over 3 matches. One of the matches is going to be the team of 4, and the other 2 matches is going to be the junior matches. So that's brilliant. So thanks Dave. Oh, I've done it again, sorry. So that's it from me. So let's hope we have a good season, and here's to a good season. Tight lines.
So thank you all for watching. That concludes our AGM for 2021. As you've seen from the video, lots of updates from the club, lots of exciting things going forward. So thank you all very much for watching. A little update on the memberships for this coming River season. They're going to be going on sale in mid to late May. So look out on Facebook, follow us on all the socials, our YouTube, our Facebook. Check out the website as well for updates on the memberships and all the exciting things that are coming. One last thing, thank you so much to all the members and our sponsors. We really look forward to seeing you all next year. And one last bit, don't forget to check out our season preview booklet that will be coming out shortly. Check us out on our social media. Thank you all for watching. Have a good one.